to the glorious and audacious Part 2 of this our series on the Netflix Witcher. Last time, Geralt braved fiends, friends, and foes before becoming a dad, even though he's just a eunuch. I'm sorry, he's neutered. I'm sorry, I guess he's just castrated. Oh, it's just infertility? Meaning witchers are basically humanity's mules? At least in terms of my limited and close-minded worldview. Cool. Moving on. Last time, Geralt did stuff. You can find out about it here in the last episode. Anyway, now bound forever to Ciri and in a blooming friendship with recording artist Dandelion, Geralt treks off for more adventures, and I complete my playthrough of The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt. Episode 5 begins with Yennefer helping a middle-aged man achieve a lasting erection, which he will in turn give to his young wife, before being arrested, Yennefer by the mayor of the town, who wants Yennefer to pay those sweet protection ducats. Cut to Geralt fishing for genies, and grumpy from a lack of sleep, he incorrectly labels Dandelion's singing as not good, which is wrong, and obviously means Geralt needs his binky. Geralt hasn't slept in days, but what luck! They find the genie in a little vase. And then Geralt frees the genie, which means he's got 3 wishes. But Dandelion's like, no, I've got the 3 wishes. So he wishes. And I said wishes a lot. So he wishes, which pisses off the proud and noble genie, who chokes the fuck out of Jaskier, strickening our hero with 3% bleeding damage, and giving Geralt only minutes to dump several swallow potions and hundreds of pieces of raw meat down Jaskier's gullet. However, Jaskier's bleeding damage continues, and perhaps turns to poison damage, causing Geralt to have to bring him to an elf nurse practitioner, who tells him about a captured mage in the mayor's house. So Geralt and Dandelion head over, ready to fuck shit up. But luckily for them, there's an orgy afoot, and they meet the nude mayor. And hey, it's Yennefer, signaling the vital moment of the series where 2 of its main protagonists finally meet. And also, other things happen, such as Yennefer trying to entrap the genie in her womb with forbidden magics, before realizing Jaskier doesn't have the wishes. It's Geralt, and Geralt has to make the last wish, which is not told to the audience, and also is the title of the first Witcher book. And if you don't want to know what that wish was, too bad, you'll find out about it later anyway. Geralt wishes for him and Yen to be best friends forever, and they teleport away to have sex. And Jaskier, an elf nurse practitioner, think they died, but then see them having sex, and are amazed. Also, Mousak inexplicably dies when he is murdered by a Doppler, and I'm like, when did this happen in the books? And seeing that, in my current playthrough of The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt, Mousak, now known as Amarion, is alive and can become your friend to help you fight mean, racist elves. So that's weird. But also, Sapkowski apparently hates the Witcher games because he's not a fan of gamers' rights and should be put to a bonfire. But also, I'm getting away from my main point, which is Mousak is dead. And also, now Ciri is with some creepy Doppler, who takes her and Dara away from Brooklyn Forest to an uncertain fate in episode 6. And honestly, the whole Doppler plotline is pretty weak. Episode 5 quick score 5 out of 5. Another fantastic episode, especially the comedy duo of Geralt and Jaskier. Episode 6 is about a dragon, and again, time has jolted forward at an alarming pace. But now, Geralt and Jaskier meet an old guy in a biracial polyamorous relationship who stops some unwashed peons from stealing Geralt's stuff. Then, in a bar, the old man tells them how he wants to go on an adventure and slay a dragon. So Geralt's like, "'Kay, sure, why not, bro?" And they go, and there's a whole thing to it with teams and dwarves, and if you win, you become the lord of some such nonsense. And also, Yennefer is there with some hyperactive teenage knight who is obviously going to die, and then does. But before that can happen, he acts like a huge dumb idiot and kills a harmless Herika, and then eats it, which gives him the violent shits, which leads to his death. at the hands of some so-called reavers. Also, there's some foreshadowing about golden dragons, and Geralt and Yen have a private conversation about Yennefer's pregnancy. Before the dwarves lead Team Old Man Polyamory to a secret passage through the mountain. Ciri and Dara figure out that Mousesack is a naughty boy and attack him and then kill him. But wait, no, they didn't, because Ciri drops her weapon and runs away. Back with the dragon team, they begin scaling a cliffside on tiny wooden boards, and of course, the old man and his polyamorous girlfriends fall to their death, and I'm like, what? Because now, Team Geralt is extremely short-staffed. And also, Jaskier finally gets serious and has a tender moment. But then Yennefer wants to do it, and Geralt's all like, I love you. But then, they do actually fuck because of course they do. And I'm like, they should make a freaking video game out of this. This is followed by some pillow talk about having babies. And being a witcher, Geralt meditates for 8 hours while Yen sleeps, and then after wanking us around for several minutes, we finally get some damn dragons. Time to lather up that silver sword with enhanced draconid oil and get to slashing and dodge rolling. But no, fuck no. It's that snake-faced Nilfgaardian who has captured Ciri. So just like those games, The Witcher, right when you're having fun as Geralt, you are forced to play as Ciri. Oh, and he works for the Church of the White Flame? Big surprise. But there's no time for that because she ain't Ciri. She's the Doppler in a stunning twist of events. The Doppler doppels Snakeface Man, and they fight, which is hard to follow because they are the same guy. But then one scars the other, and it's still hard to tell who's who. But I guess the Doppler got scarred. Anyway, this one's running long, so let's get to that damn dragon already, why don't you? Yennefer finds a cave, and the aforementioned lucky dragon. But it's taking a nap, and also, it was that guy from before, like, no duh. Well, to be precise, it's a dead dragon who's that guy's wife. But yes, it's a polyamorous dragon, which is so 2019. And also, the actual dead dragon has an egg, and the dragon old man is all like, Geralt, I chose you because you're a cool dude, and also, you don't kill dragons. So Geralt doesn't. Instead, he uses the steel sword on some humans. And also, Geralt does a slick move where he casts Ard while smooching Yen. And also, it's really funny how the dragon has the old man's voice.
Sir Witcher and his sorceress. Hello again.
Then they all kill all the bad guys, and Jaskier, who's been having a nap for the duration of the battle, wakes up. Episode 6 quick score 4 out of 5. Oh yeah, I should also mention Ciri is still tied up in the forest and will probably freeze to death. But more important than that, Geralt and Yen have some real discussions about their relationship, and the dragon's all like, you'll never be pregnant, bitch. And then Geralt is really mean to Jaskier, which I didn't like. Real end of episode 6. Are you bored with the modern world? Sick, diseased, covered in sores? Your life engulfed in a flurry of endless choice paralysis and internal strife. Ills, family, work, film. Sometimes it feels like there is no escape and the walls are slowly closing in. We know. You are the disease. We are the cure.
You can finally cast those worries about substandard cinema away. The Church of Better Movies is here to ease your burden and facilitate your conversion into a more appropriate state of corporeal being. Call your doctor at this very second. In fact, put down what you are doing and ignore calling your doctor. My Movie's Better is right for you, and it will make your life perfect in every way.
My Movie's Better is just a podcast. It can no way help you with anything except possibly making you giggle slightly. It will not make your life perfect in every way. Do not ingest My Movie's Better. Do not leave My Movie's Better in direct sunlight. If you experience euphoria, delusion, shortness of breath, unbearable lateness of being, rashes, become king of a small island nation, or contact syphilis, and it probably had nothing to do with listening to My Movie's Better. My Movie's Better will not build a better world.
My Movie's Better, building a better world.